Hey guys, it's Crib Drip, and welcome back to another show of my stream. And I did want to talk about the market and how it's been performing since my last show. So overall market cap is at 387, and it looks like it's slowly picking back up. Things are back in the green mostly as we last saw. However, they are going back up a bit more now. And going into the technical analysis, it looks like the beautiful bullish candle that I mentioned has formed, and it looks like it's a very good probability that it will consolidate up and uptrend up to 8800 and hopefully go past that. But this market continues to surprise me, so we'll see how that goes, and hopefully we can break past 10K and get that next bull run that everyone's been waiting for. So, guys, today I wanted to talk a little bit about something new, something that you guys are probably may or may have not heard of, but I want to talk about stable cryptocurrencies. And stable as in, you guys might think of these US tied currencies here, Tether, for example. So I do want to just say that Tether is still a cryptocurrency, and it is a cryptocurrency that is tied to the US dollar. So it's pegged to whatever the amount of what the US dollar is at. That is the price that US Tether is at. And we also have True USD that got listed on Binance just a couple of days ago. So you'll probably see, you should be seeing the exact same performance, really. And if you don't, then I would run away. But no, so it should be the same, or maybe like a penny or whatever, but due to some latency there. But it looks like it should be, and this surge here, I have that's very interesting and actually very concerning, actually. But so the thing is that the currency is supposed to be a stable currency where you can store it, where you want to protect yourself from the cryptocurrency market. So you want to just hold fiat. So this is designed to emulate that, opposed to just storing your money and putting it back into your bank account, getting taxed, and then if you wanted to go back into crypto investing, well, that same money that you got taxed on, you're reinvesting it, and you're just gonna get taxed more and more, and it's an issue, right? So you want to just do your withdrawals at a minimal, so the least amount of tax. So something to consider, because what's going on is now Bitmain is a Bitcoin mining chip company, and they're also pivoting a little bit to AI. However, they're mostly branded as a crypto mining chip company, and they invested in Circle, which is the exchange that Goldman Sachs bought Poloniex, essentially. So the thing is, Circle is actually trying to release its own stable cryptocurrency, and this is interesting because all of this is happening at once, and because there's other companies that are doing the same, and it's something to just kind of consider why it's happening. I mean, like, cryptocurrency, we're all well, me personally, I like it because there's opportunity. There's a lot more money to be made compared to the stock market, where it's like maybe 1 or 2% a day, or, well, if you want to leverage with futures or options, then, well, it's always seems like more harder to get compared to the crypto market, which is just the buzz right now, and it really is an easier way to make money, in my opinion. if you do have, the patience and the knowledge of the right coins to invest in, and timing is crucial. So the thing is, I wanted to kind of see what you guys thought, why these stable cryptocurrencies are coming out, and what this means. Because, in my opinion, what I think is that they're trying to attract a new kind of investor, like companies, like big firms, banks. I mean, they could already be in cryptocurrency, but I mean, it's always good to have a non-volatile cryptocurrency, right? I mean, for example, if you look at, this is very interesting because if you look at Ripple, right? Ripple actually, a lot of people obviously, believe that it's going to go up. I do too. I think it's going to definitely go on a great run eventually. The thing is, though, that this coin didn't actually move that much, and compared to the other ones, I mean, there was that dip that happened and it affected all the coins, but then most coins actually, more than 2-3x from their low, and this barely even 2x. So if you look at something like Tron. So if you look at Tron, right? I mean, Tron 3x, like easily. So if from its low, it was at 3 cents, and then it went to 10. So that was a great 3x opportunity, and this is all in a bear market. But and if you guys got time, look at the other ones, because it is true. Most, I would say about 65% of coins did 2-3x, but coins like Ripple and Litecoin, well, they're not. And you know what? I think something's going on. There is definitely some whatever you guys want to say it, but I definitely think the Ripple founders and holders, they don't want that. They don't want a volatile coin anymore, because they know what's the point. It's going to come back down, and these guys are in it for the long term. So they don't want to be ecstatic for a couple days and realize, well, it's going back down anyway. So they want that stable uptrend that's safe, and they know that it's going to be there long term, and the price isn't just going to be 100% up for a day and then back down. It just doesn't make sense, right? Especially to the holders, like especially the founders who own like 30% of the coin. They don't really need that ecstatic buzz. I mean, they don't want some things going on where it makes them want to sell at a couple days or sell early, because these guys are holding a lot of the coins. I mean, like, if you look at Ripple and if you look at circulating supply and total supply, well, I'm going to tell you right now, the circulating supply, 39 billion, well, there's more than 39 billion. It's just that the remaining is actually owned by the company, and the advisors and the team members, and probably pay their employees with Ripple. So that's something to consider, right? Because the max supply is 100 billion. So it's just something to think about. And because there seems like there's a need and a desire for more of a stable uptrend and a stable rise, and they don't like the volatility anymore. I mean, if you're a day trader, great, that volatility up and down, go for it. I mean, hopefully long term it plays out and you do well, but for those long term holders that are just holding it, there's no need for something like, for example, even this dip right here, like they're probably like hitting their own foreheads, like, oh, we could have just sold here, bought back here. It's just like, it just doesn't make sense for them. So they don't want that, and especially to attract a new kind of investor, you don't want that either, right? It just looks bad. And I mean, you might be thinking, well, maybe not for me, but well, yeah, for that new investor to come in and really grow this total market cap past 400 million, then a billion, sorry, then you need that, right? So The other coin that I want to talk about was Basis, and it was made by a Princeton grad. He was making this coin in his dorm, and he came up with the idea to develop a coin that doesn't really go up and down as much, and it's less volatile, and it's more of a stable coin. Now, I do want to just say that this coin is not pegged to the dollar. It's just a stable coin, and that's interesting, right, guys? I mean, and you got these big guys, investing in Bain Capital, Google Ventures, longtime hedge fund managers, Stan Druckenmiller. I know this guy; he's a good guy. Anderson Horowitz, guys. This venture capital firm, is like, these guys are the rock stars in Silicon Valley. Like, you want to think about any big company that came out that they didn't invest in. Well, that's going to be a hard one to say. Facebook, Airbnb, even Bitcoin. I mean, they bought Bitcoin real early. So they're in everything, and whatever they put their money into, it goes up. These guys invested in Ripple back like 2 years ago, when Ripple was not even a quarter of a penny. So it's just something to consider, right, guys? So I mean, I just wanted to hear your guys' thoughts. Why these stable currencies are coming out, and what this means for the cryptocurrency market. And yeah, so I'll talk to you guys soon, and please like and subscribe, and follow my Twitter, CryptDrip, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.